Hello, Blue Dude, back with another video, non-dimensional thrift, but that should be coming in a few days. Uh, Probably tomorrow. I'll record and release on Wednesday. But hey, the reason I'm here today, should see, it's about this show, Main 9th Street, in the title. You're watching this right now, and I know as I said that, about 99% of people left, but for the 1%, who are probably fans of the show, decided to stick around a little longer, I'm talking about my opinions on my street. Let me tell you how this spurred on. So, I tried to get my friend to this show for years. He didn't want to because it was a Minecraft show, literally the only reason. And, we came to a point. It took since like probably 2020 to 2021. It's been years. And finally, a few months ago, got him to finally watch it. But, I have to watch it One Piece, in return. But finally, I got the guy to watch it, okay? And, it's been going pretty okay so far. Nothing bad. It's been okay. And, at first he was like, you must only like this because of nostalgia. And even at this point, he still is kind of like that. And I was telling him, no, I have genuine opinions about this show. And though it's not like super, I do have a genuine passion for the show. I love it. And in this video, I decided, or I thought of an idea. I was like, okay, well, I want to put my opinion out there, and I want to see how other people feel about it. Other people who have interest in the show, who have watched the show before, or maybe still watch the show fondly every once in a while, like I do. And well, right now, what you're seeing on screen is, my tier list, and I'm going to show the full title card on one that I'm talking about. But this is the overall tier list, so if you want to pause and look at it, go ahead. But I'm going to go from Season 1 to 2, Season 1 of high school to Season 2 of the My Street series, because that's where I'm at rewatching it now. And that's my freshest memory. And get it out the way, My Street is a Minecraft roleplay made by Aphmau, a big YouTube creator. Pretty sure she has over 15 million subscribers. She has a lot. She's pretty big, okay? And it's been since 2016 to 2018 since, its creation, and, it's a little iffy. It hasn't really ended. It has since the last episode aired, okay, or maybe 2019. It's a little iffy there. We're not completely sure. But anyway, that's the synopsis on that. And right now, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and just jump right into the thing. So, first of all, high school season 1. You see where it is, or you saw where it is. It is in Just Good, and the reason for that is I think it's a pretty good season. It's solid. And yes, by the way, we're going canically, not by release date. So yes, we're going to go canically. So yes, season 1 of high school. I think it's a good, solid season. It's an introduction of Aphmau in high school. It shows you her growth throughout the time. It has a few love interests introduced. Her online friend FC, that happens. To find out it's spoilers, obviously. Aaron, right? Finds out it's Aaron. The loner in the class. They hit it off pretty well, and that's kind of the overarching event. So that kind of happened. Throughout the series of this one. This one was cool. It was a cool little season. I liked it. It was nice. I liked the vibes. It really kind of, how do I put it? I liked the whole thing there. The romance was cool. The characters were nice. You could easily kind of get into it real quick. I have no complaints about it generally. Even watching it again, I love the vibes. I like the, characters. I like how they're developed throughout the season. Just first seeing them. I like it. This is a good season. That's how it is. So season 2, high school. Okay, so this one is in pretty good season. And I feel that this season for a high school, and honestly in general, it's a pretty good season. I think the way they, the animation step up, obviously I know it was made later on, so that was bound to happen, but still to be accounted for. Animation stepped up. I think the characters are better fleshed out in this season compared to the first one, which the first one didn't do bad by any stretch of measure. It was pretty good. But I'm just saying this one did pretty way better, I think, in my opinion. And I know some people are going to feel like the high school love interest plot, the trope of like, oh, so many guys all over one girl is overplayed. And in a sense it is, but I feel like it's kind of what makes these kind of special and have their own charm in like these things, because the only time it happens is in the first two seasons in the high school, where everyone is kind of like seemingly around, like all the boys, because then in college, then it's like actually the reverse with Aaron. So we'll get to that later. So I think it's overall a really good season. I like the way that they introduced the characters in this one. I like like I said, the art, the anime, all the not to even it's obvious, right? And then I like what they did with Ian. They really introduced Ian in a really special fashion, and I like how they kind of made the transition from him kind of being this like bubbly, kind of awkward but decent guy to a not so good guy. And I think they did well, honestly, overall. Even like, the interactions and like the emotional moments throughout the series, right? The phone call with Aaron, the finale of it was amazing. I've rewatched that like 20 times. It's so good. I think overall this season doesn't have much to like lose out. If you didn't like the love interest, maybe that's why. But in my opinion, I think it's welcomed, and it's pretty okay, and I like it. So that's just where I'm at. I think it's really good. I think obviously Blaze calls him up with all the werewolves calling trouble, and he's like, "Yeah, you got to pull up right now." And he's like, "Okay," and he pulls up and just kind of no diff Ian, but all of that, I think it's a good season. Good characters. You get to understand them on a deeper level. I feel like none of really not. I don't feel like their interactions were even forced. I felt like even like her starting to like Kai took a while, and it was okay. It wasn't bad, and I think the way they showed Ian was good, and I think even like other characters like Caitlyn, uh, other like Kawaii-chan, she's cool throughout the season. You get to see obviously Lucinda. Um, I mean, yeah, and the gang too. Zane is, he's nice. Obviously, you have Garth. What you call it? What's his name? Man, Lawrence. There we go. Lawrence, the man. He doesn't get much time. Doesn't get much of a, showing in the series, but it is nice every time he's in it. So I feel like each of those characters had their, time. It was cool, and I like this. I like the season 2. Now, season 3, which is the college season, the one that said could be redone. So I know people's opinions about this, and although I wouldn't go as far as to say it was not that good at all, or I don't really want to ever watch it again, because the next time I rewatch it again, I will watch this along with the other seasons every time, and I have. But man. Okay, so let's get this out the way. Let's get the good part. So season, I think it had a strong start. It did. They had to make, you had the art, you had the, bright, you had the feel, right? You're introduced into, well, from graduation days, right? Graduation days, you see all of that happen on the campus, 1 week, whatever, that's a little test run, and then you see her come back for real. She's really moving in now, has a new roommate. That's basically the entrance of it, okay? And, she sees Caitlyn, she has a girlfriend, or Luca, all of that. Garth is there, everything's lit. Going to classes, Aaron, you see him, he's a loner in his class, and this girl really likes him. He has a group, 2 friends, that's the setup. Okay, generally that's the setup. And oh yeah, Aaron and Aphmau haven't talked in years, and that's because of him going to the high school when Blade called. He wasn't supposed to be there, and you see that in season 2. Some of that right there. So you can probably see how that happened. However, that is the general setup. Let's get you to understand season 3, okay, and how that begins. Episode 1 to episode 12 or 15 is pretty solid overall. I think the characters are pretty enjoyable. You know, you really like the college feel so far. The attention to detail with Aaron's character is pretty good, and you know his family and all of that, his circumstances and how his struggles and all that. I feel like it's really good, really good. And Aphmau with her being in college, it's new, and obviously I don't want to forget about the other characters. The other characters are great. They add a lot to the season, and they make the season feel so much more alive, as they do with other supposed to be with the show, and they do. They're great. But here's my problem. Let's just go, however I can say. Let's just start with not the main. For one, let's start with the obvious. The ending is so horrible that I wish I could jump out a window, travel through time, and actually personally go to the creator herself and ask her why did she do this. Oh my god! I don't understand. It was every other season, pretty solid, pretty strong. Can't complain. Actually, really good. And this one, holy cow, man! Oh man, this was bad. This is the type of thing people would expect out of a Minecraft series, like the typical Minecraft roleplay. Oh, there can't be a good one. This would be it for them. Then be like, oh yeah, see, I told you so. But this doesn't define my. There's too many good seasons to be like, this is it. So no. But let's get the obvious out the way. My Street college ending is horrid. Let's get that out. This is gonna go into my main point, but I think, for one, they had too many episodes that didn't properly display some of these characters. And like I said, wait to my main point, and I'm gonna tell you really, really why I think this. Now, I get it. My Street is kind of like a slice of life in a way. It has a lot of goofy moments. It's fun. It's comfort, vibe, friends hanging out, people chilling, all that. But I think for a season like this, the way they came in and introduced it, okay, very important, because they made it a focal point in the beginning, which is why I said 1 to 12, that Aaron was having problems. His dad was locking him down, watching him. Security guards are literally patrolling around the building and watching him on campus. Everything's getting him out. Ever since the incident in high school. Because he wasn't supposed to go there, and he went there, and, obviously this has something to do with, him being the, spoilers, the Ultima, right? He is the Ultima, and he was worried about somebody inducing any emotions in him and him getting exposed and hurting somebody. So he's kind of keeping him away from everybody. And the fact that he likes this girl, and that's emotional. Now he's on edge. Okay, he's on edge, and that is what they introduced to us. Okay, they set up that plot, and the thing with him struggling with that, and let's not overlook Aphmau. I think she was cool in the first 1 to 12 too. I don't completely like the character this season, to be honest. But she's cool. I mean, she's not bad. I like her. She's alright here. That I'm saying but like that, I'm really just trying to say she's okay. Okay, she's cool this season. Let's just say that she's okay. And Aaron was doing, they were doing really good with how handling Aaron and showing and all of his feelings about his situation. Okay. Well, okay. With all that out the way, I explained it and go back, right? The episodes. I feel like they were showing for the season to be set up the way it was. I think the episodes should have been more about the like fleshing out these characters. And they didn't really do that. It seems like a lot of these episodes, even though they're a slice of life, most of them feel like filler anyway. They were really filler. Like most of them didn't need to exist. Really, like I get they're nice episodes, but I think how they introduced the season and how they ended it really has to go hand in hand. Because if they spent more of that between the end and from episode 12 on properly fleshing out these characters and getting a proper conclusion for Aaron and his situation, and maybe even like some more mature, like some more mature from Aphmau too on it and other people around him, then I think we would have had a way better ending, because the ending felt like they missed out on 18 episodes of development they could have been doing, and then they were like, okay, well, we got to end the show, and then that's kind of what happened. And I've basically already covered my main point. I feel like Aaron is his situation and his secret, and his dad kind of like always kind of being the looming shadow over him due to his circumstances and the power he holds. I feel like that should have been expressed like that, and the reason we didn't get the ending we got is, like I said, they didn't like, I don't know what happened, like, they were doing so good, and then they dropped the ball. They totally dropped the ball. It was ridiculous. It was like, okay, we're gonna do this and this, and we're gonna do all the right moves, all the right places, and then they fumbled. So that's really all I have to say about this season. This season is a giant dung of discipline. It's and my friend is watching this right now. So good luck on the boy. Good luck on the man. But we're moving on to season one. Doom doom. The soundtrack right now. That's that soundtrack. Doom 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 doom. I know they didn't make it, but still, it's a good soundtrack. And anyway, overall, it's been pretty good seasons. I think it's a good season. It's solid. It's nice. I like the vibes. I'm not gonna lie. I like the vibes. It's the first ever, not canonically, but ever. I just overall like this season. I actually really like it. It's amazing. Like, I feel like this is really it's a strong foundation too. Really strong foundation that they did here. They really make these characters feel alive, even though it's like, the first season. I love every character introduced, honestly, except, is there a character I guess Michi, but like, who cares? She's not a part of the main group anyway. She's kind of meant to not really be liked. I don't really especially dislike her, but I don't care for her either. But man, this is a good one. This is a good one. And like I said, this is like being in a wide open field of, like, think about it. You're laying back. Okay. Wide open field. Wind blowing in your ears. God, you're laying in the grass, okay? Open field of grass. Okay? The sun is beaming down, but it's only a compliment, only compliments the wind, the breeze that's passing through the field. And you're hearing the grass ruffle. What I'm saying is, this is a nice comfort season. This season right here, it's comfortable. It makes me feel like I want to watch it when, I don't know, like, even in, like, the inside winter, snow's coming out outside, piling up the door, and I'm inside, fire crackling at the fireplace, recliner back with a tray over me while I'm eating some, like, I don't know, marshmallow popcorn. It's just such a comfort season. And that's what I really get from it, and it's such a good season. It's such a strong start to an amazing series. And finally, the last one I'll talk about today, I'll talk about the other ones briefly. But season 2. if Summer was a human, if Summer was a tangible like concept that you can manifest, this is it. And I know that's, but like they really did do amazing in that aspect. I really love the season. The soundtrack does it for me every time. You know, I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna hit my brakes. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out. So sorry, but that's just so. It just does it. Like it's like the absolute cherry and it's like icing on that cake. You know that completes it. It's that ribbon that wrap up on the present. You need that, and this is what that was. And sorry, soundtrack alone deserves it. But the season itself is good. I like it. It's the first introduction of them kind of turning it less from just a role play to an actual show. And they do pretty nice here, right? Interesting. I like the POV. And I like over the time and season you can tell they're getting better and better and it's less awkward. And I like the comedy, I like the development of the characters throughout the season. And overall, like, it's just good stuff, okay? You watch this right now in your room, there is not any vibe that is not being achieved in that. Now, loosely talking about Beyond Season 2. I'm not gonna rank them. I mean, I did, but I'm not gonna like specifically tell you now. I might make another video when I get to it. But man, let me talk about these God tier. Okay, these ones. Let me explain. These God tier ones are like the magnum opus. This is like you want to hear a good Minecraft a roleplay series. You don't believe in it. You haven't converted yet. Show them this. These seasons are amazing, and I know I unbelievably saw that some of these were like ranked like just good or pretty good seasons. I wholeheartedly disagree, and maybe, but like I feel like not only like let's talk about Emerald quick. Let's really talk about Emerald. Not in any crazy depth because I might watch the video. I'm not trying to spoil it. However, man, oh man, this thing when you were watching it, when it was live and being premiered, each and every episode, the hype was unparalleled. The build-up they did to this was unmatched. The little the build-up season, the other show that they did to link up with this one was beautiful. And the execution of it all, the feels, the impact, the intensity, and the characters too. They actually made a amazing. Like this was the first time where rather than just feeling great and this show being amazing, it just knocked me off my feet. I felt like Prince Charming came down and swept me off my feet. And even though I'm not particularly interested in the same gender, I might have been in that moment because this season was so dang. So dang good. And then I'm still hearing the dun 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 dun. Oh, so good. Now, My Street Starlight. Like I said, without getting into too much detail, my friend might be watching this video and bro's not getting spoiled by me. I've been trying real hard to prevent that. But hey, sometimes he won't listen. But hey, we're not going to do that today. Okay, so I think it's a pretty good season. I mean, like the build up to this season to the next is pretty. It's again really, really good. The emotions displayed, the character, like they do build on these characters. The different events that jump in to shock you definitely have their effect. And overall, I think they did really well. Like this is another peak season, and this is above my season 2 high school season 1. Like these things, this is the manifestation. This may not have any like, oh my god, any like crazy, but it's the peak of what could be achieved without all of that, and it's nice to see. Like I said a lot of everything and a lot of nothing, but I gotta keep it vague, man. I don't want my friend to get spoiled, bro. But hey, the final season, or maybe, ask us out, you can change that real quick. I'm not sure about the subject every day, anytime soon. I'm not sure. I might be on the clock. But hey, besides that, season 10. Oh man. Okay. This is I mean, bro, what do I say? This is like everything that I've said about everything else on this. It's good. It just is. Like, the feels are there, the backstory, like, you really get to see into these characters. Like, it really is there. Oh my god, I don't want to get to it. Like, I couldn't believe it when someone put this on just pretty good seasons. Like, I really couldn't. I know I would. Man, when I was watching this, nothing. It's just good every time. And the first time was unbelievable. Like, seeing, like I said, it's always gonna hit different when you're really there for it. You know what I mean? It's always gonna, and maybe they did too. So not just say, hey, you have your opinion, I have mine. But like, when you're there, okay, for the people who weren't there for it, when you were there, you don't understand, man. The hype was different. And like I said, even going back to watch it 7 times again, and I guess the 8th time this time, it's a strong season. And it deserves to have a god season among the other in the MYSTREET verse. And I've been watching this show since, basically the beginning. I mean, season 1, actual season 1 MYSTREET, not the high school. I've been watching. I was watching her prior to that too, with like different other things she was doing. She's been on YouTube a long time, so I've been watching her. But I saw this after not watching her for like a couple weeks to a month, maybe 2, and then saw her MYSTREET series and I watched it. Because, you watch things, right? You see it. I liked her. I watched it. Man, she did not disappoint. And also, I had seen her in Minecraft Diaries. So for those who didn't know, I was also part of MYSTREET Diaries gang. Let me know if you are too. If you want to, don't. I'm just saying, if you want to, I ain't stopping you. But with that is the end of my brief, probably like 25-minute long analysis. In the first place, I forgot to mention this. I probably put it on screen already, but my friend is a YouTuber. So, hey, I'm putting it on screen right now. If you want to go subscribe to him, do it. It's good. I'm in a few of his videos, and he's a great guy in real life, and he's a great guy in his videos too. So, watch his content and sub if you want. Hey, and do it to me too. It's not really the end of my video, but I'll just slip in there. If you wanna, really, really lock in, you can go ahead and do it real quick. But hey, that's the end of this analysis. I want to get this video out. Probably making a MYSTREET, not some MYSTREET. Probably making a Dimensional Thrift video on like Tuesday, and you'll see it on Wednesday. So you'll have that to see. However, I've gotten word through the grapevine that season 7 should be coming out soon. I mean, like season 7, the one after like Angels Fall. Yeah, that will be coming out soon, guys. I'm serious. Like, I'm really serious. That season is coming out. It's confirmed. I heard it. I got people behind Aphmau and their team. They saying they're coming out with it soon. Expect it within 2 weeks, guys. Yes, we finally get a 7th season of MYSTREET. Expect it, guys. I'm telling you. Believe in us, okay? Believe in us. We're gonna make the season 7 happen. I know it's been 6 years. It's happening. Just believe, okay? It's happening. I'm telling you. Look on screen. If that's real. We are in cahoots with Aphmau. We're finally coming out with a MYSTREET season 7. I swear to God. Hey, we're doing it, guys. Please believe in us. Please. Don't lose hope just yet. Don't lose hope just yet. Don't lose hope just yet. Don't lose hope just yet.